And we're live, I think. Make sure it pops up on YouTube before we start. A couple issues with the resolution in this game. I guess it's still in closed beta. Okay, looks like we're up. Welcome, everyone. This is Insomnia. The Arc, I think the full title is. I got a key for it on a couple weeks back from the developers. They were kind enough to give me a key for it. I didn't even actually have to ask, which is cool, I guess. I'm not being paid for this, not a sponsored review or anything like that. It's just a, gonna stream it. I think this is limited to the early game. I don't think it has everything unlocked yet. Not until release. I believe it's releasing in September, but hopefully take a look at it. It's just thought it'd be interesting to do some semi-exclusive coverage of a game that's not out yet, so let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's got a little bit of, has a little bit of maybe System Shock, a little bit of BioShock, a little bit of Fallout. It looks like it's from like a behind the person, third person camera. So it'll be a little bit different, but we'll see how it goes out. Let's see, new game. Oh, is there a prologue? Maybe I should have done the prologue. There might be a prologue. You know, I might have to do the prologue. I didn't realize that was another feature. It's got kind of a dieselpunk sort of vibe. It's like in a space station, I believe, but it's got a dieselpunk vibe and a little bit of obviously things haven't been going quite right in the space station, so it's got a little bit of a post-apocalyptic, a little bit kind of vibe, even though it's out in space. So it could be kind of interesting. Hey, welcome, Pop2. Hopefully your first live stream is interesting. Oh, it's just pressing a key. Yeah, they might have to tighten up the stuff on the edge of the screen. Was there supposed to be a prologue here? Okay, I can't actually do anything. This is a little trippy. So the camera is kind of interesting. I'm able to move side to side, but I cannot look up or down right now. So, oh, there's like a dog. A person. What am I actually supposed to be doing here? Graphics so far seem decent. Doesn't say I'm running it, streaming at 60, unfortunately, which is always a problem, but whatever. I think that's UE4, so the visuals are pretty nice. Like some shadows are beating up other shadows. This looks like some sort of dream sequence, I guess. I'm going completely blind. I have no idea what I'm going into yet, so bear with me. Okay, the Big Sleep is layman's name for the Delta Stasis procedure. So it looks like people were stored. As 3/4 of the population were basically in hibernation status. Yeah. Okay. Looks like I'm being restored from the hibernation status, I guess. Kind of reaching for straws here. Okay, it says, hello, how are you feeling? It's only been a minute, but you're up and about. Must be because you're a soldier. Looks like your congratulations are in order for your successful awakening. I'm going to be reading a lot of dialogue, aren't I? Must say you've lucked out quite a bit, considering the state you were in after the accident. You're looking rather fresh. Accident? What are you talking about? You managed to survive a blast in Lim, KZ0012. Several hundred dead, maybe more injured. You're going to find out more about the incident a bit later. Okay, so obviously the space station or whatever it is, something messed up and there was an accident. Hey, Al Dente. Welcome. Yeah, I stream pretty much every week, but if you don't watch my streams or my Patreon videos, you probably don't see my face very much, so welcome. Is the stream okay? It seems to be okay on my end. No, it's just on YouTube. Seems to be okay on my end. I'm looking at the live feed right now. It seems okay. Let me know if there's still trouble. So, where am I? In the adoption chamber, in anticipation of your question. You've been here for 14 days. Okay. Have I been unconscious the entire time? Yes, apart from that time, you were having a lively conversation with no one in particular in the intensive care ward. You hardly remember anything. Your condition was very serious. How long do I have to stay here? According to your readings, you'll bounce back soon enough. This is a somewhat atypical situation for such a rough awakening. You've been very lucky. I believe this game, the press release said it was available September. You can look on the Steam link in the description. I think there's a Steam page where you can wishlist it or whatever to make sure you get notified when it comes out. I believe it says September on that page, so it's pretty soon. Okay. So we got to stay in their chamber for another week. But he says you can tell the doctor that I'm ready for scanning. Okay. So he fingers his communicator and it says the doctor's expecting me. Okay, make a right and go all the way to the end. Alright. I seem to be better at paraphrasing the dialogue than actually reading it, so I might do that instead, because believe it or not, I'm really terrible at reading off of things verbatim. Okay. So I got the graphics turned on a little bit, just because I was running into some frame rate issues, but streaming. But so I have a. Oh, that's just a card. Okay. The UI doesn't look too bad. It looks kind of fancy. Got a lot of stats. Looks like some sort of some kind of skill tree. It looks like. Okay. They do say this is still beta, so things could change. Ooh, head icon's pretty rough. I'm assuming that'll change on launch. What's my favorite noodle? Penne is pretty good. I do like penne. I don't know if that's considered a noodle or a pasta. So I'm still seeing these weird shadows here. So yeah, they definitely highlight, if you can tell in the corners, that it's a work in progress. Although they do say I'm allowed to stream this as of August 3rd, and it's way past that, so. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like people that are coming out of the sleep are not doing so great. I'm a very unusual case, it looks like. Probably because I was a soldier. So the game says. Ooh, dirty water. Okay, so it's kind of like radiated water, sort of. It's dirty. It's like chemically and gross. It's actually a big problem with space stations and things like that. The idea that you have to recycle water, because there's only so many times you can do it before it's just really nasty and not consumable. Cyberpunk series, I think they mean Cyberpunk Curated, which is a review series I did for a while. I haven't done one for a few months, but I've done about 8 episodes, I think. Just reviews of different Cyberpunk games, because I like that genre. Uniter, get line scan before you leave the adaptation block. Okay, so I gotta see the doctor. Yeah, camera angle is functional, but a little bit weird. Like I can only move in one axis, so it's a little odd. Not game breaking, but it's a little bit weird. I've got some live action videos here. Kind of interesting. It's always a little bit weird when you put live action video into video games, but a lot of games do it. Okay, here's the doctor. Come right in. KZ0012, yes. How are you feeling? Fine and dandy, thank you. That's a great line. Fantastic. Well then, you're now standing on the very line scanner that seems to be the subject of quite a few dark and scary rumors. That's a little weird. Okay. Of course, you and I both know that rumors thrive on ignorance, don't we? That should be a question mark, but okay. The line scanner will put together a detailed assessment of your physical and mental condition. Are you ready to begin? I don't seem to have any other options. Oh, don't make us out to be dictators. It's not like we're dentists here. Chuckles gently. So there's something a little bit creepy afoot, we can already tell. Okay, so this is character creation. Helot is a skilled... Okay, so we gotta pick our class and stuff here. So stealth and survival. So basically kind of like a scout, I guess. Thingmaster. Okay. Thingmaster is an expert mechanic, capable of working with explosive substances and using weapons. Many getters become Thingmasters. So there's lore here I'm not quite understanding, but I'm assuming I can kind of get that getters are kind of like maybe smugglers or people that kind of acquire things just because of the name, but yeah, I definitely want to get some hair. Yeah, there we go. Skill points on putting some hair. Let's see, got a couple, got the crows. Okay, none of the hairs are, can I rotate? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's surprisingly accurate to mine. The hairstyle's a little bit far back, but that's probably the closest. It's got, my widow's peak aren't that far back, but it's probably pretty close. I don't look like I have eyebrows. That's just kind of weird. Oh, it's soul patch or bust, I guess. Right now, it's literally just soul patch or bust, so... Okay, I guess I'll get a soul patch. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So they wasn't an isometric game, so they didn't build the ceiling. So that's why the perspective kind of never goes above a certain axis. That's kind of a clever way to solve that problem, gotta be honest. It does make it a little bit, I guess, more immersive, having a behind-the-shoulder camera. It does make the camera control a little bit odd, but... I wish I could zoom in a little bit. That'd be kind of nice. There's a couple kind of weird tats. Some of them are kind of cool. Some of them are a little bit weird. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm feeling any of them. Yeah, that's fine. Face. We got a different face. None of these faces really have eyebrows, looks like. He's alright. About him. Looks a little mean. I'll do him. This is alright. Space firearms. Space for simulation game. Pretty much, I guess. I mean, people make fun of it, but I mean, we do need a Space Force at some point. It's just funny to listen to it actually being said in real life, but I mean, it's bound to happen at some point. Skin color. Alright, I'm a pasty mofo. Alright. So, Thingmaster is a mechanic. Blah, blah, blah. Explosive substances and using weapons. So, explosives and weapons. Ordinator, they are close combat and prefer heavy armor. So he's going to be kind of a tanky guy. That's kind of cool. . Is extensive knowledge of medicine. So, electrical systems and medicine. So he's going to be kind of a techie guy. Know how to use weapons and frequently participate in military operations. And Jaeger. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Jaegers have mastered the use of firearms and tend to use light equipment. Soldiers with this specialization usually serve on the front lines and are well versed in the internal culture of Tairang division soldiers and officers. Okay. I'm kind of leaning toward a Jaeger or maybe a Tektor. And the Helot is kind of the scout. Okay. So, stealth, survival, firearms close range. That's actually quite a range of stuff. Thingmaster, mechanic, explosives, and weapons. Now I'm like spinning with the thing, huh? What do you think? Tektor or Jaeger or Helot? What do you think, guys? Yep. Sniper. So I guess a sniper would probably be Jaeger. I'm kind of liking the Jaeger. This kind of looks pretty dope. Got kind of the neck guard thing from like a knight armor. Alright, I'll try Jaeger, I guess. Or Tech. I got 3 people saying Tektor. And 1 person saying Jaeger. Well, technically 2, I guess. We got 3, so it's like a tie. Alright, Tektor or Jaeger? 4. Looks like I might do Jaeger. Tektor does look pretty cool, though. Nope, we're tied again. Nope, we broke it. Broke it. Alright, let's do Jaeger before the voting goes crazy. Alright, you feel very dizzy. I suddenly became clothed. Oh, I guess that's what the thing was. It was kind of generating clothing or something like that. Alright, you feel very dizzy. You wobble, feeling as if your chest cavity is being filled with hot... I misread that. Okay, it's cement, yes. Thank you, KZ0012. The session is over. What do you think? Today was unusual, but I'm alright. I admit I was expecting a far more depressing scene. After all, your condition has been extremely grave for 14 days straight. You should be grateful to your body for its tenacity. It seems to be ready for continued service. I'll send the results to the general headquarters, and you'll get your assignment. Yeah, spinning was a bit much. I don't think it was supposed to spin the camera, but it started to anyway. The doctor freezes in front of the terminal screen for a few seconds. That's not good. Done. You've been assigned to the closed radius. I wonder who did this music. This music kind of sounds familiar. If it wasn't gonna like mess up my stream, I'd look it up right now. Is it Mark Morgan? Did Mark Morgan did this? Oops, sorry. I'm almost curious if Mark Morgan did this. Insomnia. Sorry, this is probably really bad to do on the stream. It sounds almost like Mark Morgan's. If you don't know who Mark Morgan is, I don't think it has a Wikipedia page. Oh, we've been inspired by the soundtracks for Planescape Torment and Fallout 1 and 2 by Mark Morgan. Okay, so it's inspired by but not made by. Definitely sounds like Fallout soundtrack. Alright, well, it's a sci-fi RPG, but obviously something's kind of wrong. It's everything's kind of broken down and stuff like that. Okay, so free to go. Nice. All right, I'll try to speed up, not be quite as boring. Apologize for that. Paramedic. All right. Yeah, the camera's a little bit slow. I wonder if I can change that. Graphics, controls. Maybe bump up the. That's a little bit better, yeah. So this game was supposed to be isometric, I guess. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Alright, can I leave this place now, guy? Come in. I might have bumped up the sensitivity a little bit too much. A little bit too rough. Alright, here we go. Oh, I can save anywhere. Yay. Saving's good. That's kind of funny. That's a pretty cool design, actually. I like that. Keep sliding doors with lubricated oil. Interesting. Yeah, I do want to try out Planescape again in Types of Numenera. I haven't gotten into Numenera or Planescape yet. Oh, he's smoking a pipe. He's a classy lad. So I'm getting a little bit slow down, but it might just be my setup right now. Getting some hallucinations, it looks like. Clearly nothing, everything's not quite in order. Just come to after the big sleep. What happened here? A shocking incident occurred in Lim. There was a blast that killed several hundred people, and a few thousand have literally gone mad due to Lim's systems malfunctioning. Ooh. That's not good. I was hoping this would be a, some sort of shop or whatever, but I guess not. Oh, the W's broken on your keyboard? That sucks. I don't think you can play games like that, because that's the forward button. Oh, that's interesting. You don't see that often. Look at, there's actually dynamic reflections up there. You don't see that often in games. Nice little bit of detail there. Guess I'm leaving location now. Yeah, I can see a broken W key would not be good for playing PC games unless you map it to something else. Hey, Real Captain, not too bad. How about you? Just got back from work, trying out this game. I don't know much about it yet, but so far it seems interesting. Kind of digging the atmosphere a little bit. We almost thought it had Mark Morgan, who's the guy behind Fallout 1 and 2 soundtrack. But it's definitely inspired by, but isn't actually made by him. I knew he was doing some games, but I don't think it was. I'm a graphic designer. I work at a tech company. Tech marketing company. It looks like the textures haven't quite loaded yet. Working to find the base manager. Getting an audience with Colonel Sabra is not that easy. If you have a good reason, Colonel can be found in the command center on the second floor. To get there, take the elevator in the lobby. Where can I get the gear? Go to Intendant Kelver. You'll need to cross the parade ground in order to find the warehouse. Walk through the hall and enter through the first door on the right. As far as food goes, the canteen is right across from the warehouse. Okay. So yeah, it looks like there's some sort of issue with loading textures here. So they should definitely fix that. These are very, very, very low res textures. I don't think I magically changed it to like super low settings. No, they're still middle. Or the textures are still high, so hoping they pop in anytime here. Thank you, Assault Spoon. Yeah, I'm a graphic designer, so I guess that's my strong suit, is making them look nice. It's a nice skill to have, I guess. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you like my work. Happy to provide you guys content. We remember the dead sky. Urgal, control point officer. Report the purpose of arrival, Unitor. I have the order of appointment, Sergeant. I'm from Herb. So there's a lot of. I wonder if the prologue kind of introduces to some of this stuff, because there's a lot of lore that they're kind of very, very slowly introducing us to. Okay, I've been assigned to roadblock D-10623 under the command of Captain Reeble. Right now, the transport module is waiting for recruits. Okay. Yeah, I really wish the textures would load. That'd be kind of nice. Thing is, it's like running very slowly too. I wonder if I can change the textures back and forth and middle, use middle textures maybe. Nope. For some reason I just forgot to load the textures. Okay. Again, this is not a final product, but still a little bit concerning. Okay. So I think I got a achievement. Oh, kind of nice map. Kind of like that map. It's kind of nice. Kind of weird how it overlaps the menu though. A little odd. Oh, that was my old clothing. Wow. I do not have very many. Oh, it's scrolls. Okay, so I have a bit of space here. I see like a sounds like Russian on the radio. Yeah, the Unreal Engine does tend to do that, but this has been a few minutes now, so obviously this is a bug. It's actually kind of smart because Unreal Engine games can load really, really fast. And while you're getting oriented, the textures just pop in, so it's a little jarring, but I think it makes the game run faster, load faster, I believe. So, is it Russian? It sounds Russian. Either that or Eastern European, I'm not sure. Hey, Jason and Daybreaker. How's it going, guys? We're enjoying the fantastic texture loading of Unreal Engine 4 right now. So everything looks really, really, really basic, unfortunately. I'm sure that's a bug that they'll most likely squash, but it's worth pointing out. I think that shows their class above their head, which is kind of a neat detail, I guess. So I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Where was that? Oh, it was under achievements. It's kind of an odd thing to call it. Achievements are usually just like little random bonuses, not really stat-based, but alright. Yeah, it does remind me of Metallic Monks and a lot of other Fallout 1 and 2 soundtrack things. I'm liking the soundtrack so far, for sure. Alright, I'm a plebe. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, okay, so these are definitely Russian. This game was definitely not developed in the States. Okay, so this is probably... This looks Cyrillic. Is this Russian? It looks Russian. It might be something else similar. So the map's not really helping me all that much because I can't read any of this, but I'm assuming I can go one of these ways. It's got kind of a retrofuturistic thing going on. Okay, I can roll, but I can't jump. Nice car. So some of this hasn't been translated. Alright. Rightly so. Okay, now it's okay, that's really weird. So they've got some issues with the dialogue. I've noticed some typos and some parts that weren't translated, so hopefully they get that fixed. Yeah, it's a bit Russian, right? I mean, they've done well with the game. At its full performance, I'm sure the game looks pretty good, but yeah, it's got some rough edges for sure. This is beta though, so they still have a month to fix the stuff. At the explosion Limba. I thought it was just Lim. Weird. The only thing the community is doing, ordering him about, the council gave it more powers. Have you heard about it? Alright, so I just need to get out of this area, I guess. Oh, I do have a stamina meter down there. It's pretty short. God, I can't get around here. So clearly I need to go someplace. Hopefully that place has English instructions. So yeah, this game looks interesting. I just wish it worked a little bit better. It's in a pretty rough state right now. Oh, that's a techie, I think. Got no time for small talk. Come back later. Alright. Got some lighting issues here, too. Hopefully the next zone loads the textures. That'd be nice. It's a kind of cool door design, actually. This guy looks like a salesperson. Oh, he's getting my gear. Nice. I don't know what that is, but... We remember the dead sky. Guess that's their tagline. So I've got a gun. That's pretty neat. Very, very pixelated gun. Okay, we've got payment tokens. Broth. Okay, so it's basically a stim pack. Alright. Okay, got a couple things now. What's in your flag assault? Why is it called a 7 if it's an 8 gauge? That's kind of odd. Oh, I see. You're talking to the assault spoon. Okay. I kind of like how the doors kind of open one sheet at a time. It's kind of neat. So nice that these textures actually loaded. Maybe if I bump up the textures, they'll reload. It's hopeful. No, they're not fully loaded yet. Oh, here we go. Slowly. There we go. There's some textures. Cool. You figured it out. Hey Jason, yeah, no, the developers just sent me a key randomly. I guess they're trying to get some exposure for the game, so I've been kind of sitting on it for the last few weeks as I've been working on that Dark Earth video, but I decided to give this a whirl on stream, so here we are. Hey there, might I interest you in some nice goods at a fair price? Sure thing. Alright, so we've got some payment tokens now. So I can already see the kind of barter system from Fallout kind of showing its face here, which I'm digging. You can buy some cereal, some chocolate, flask of water. So this is mildly purified water, so it won't give me like toxins or whatever. Officer's daughter's creek. That's some pretty weak alcohol if it only lasts 40 seconds. Yeah, I mean, it seems interesting. I don't know if it'll be great. It's got some technical issues here right now, but so far I'm really digging the atmosphere and stuff like that. So hopefully, I haven't gotten into combat yet, so I don't know how that is. Officer's daughter's creek. Cereal, chocolate. Those are some pretty lame-looking cigarettes, gotta say. Alright, nothing too crazy. I'd like to get some weapons or whatever. So he's kind of like a tavern guy, so not quite the person I'd be trying to get weapons from. No, not quite Roid Rager, AJ. How's it going? I haven't seen you on stream for a while. And answer your question, Robert, I have not seen it on GOG yet. I don't know if it will or will not, but I've not seen it listed on GOG yet. Sometimes GOG gets it a few months later, but I've not seen it confirmed or denied there, so I think it might just be Steam for now. It's coming out in September, I believe. This door's not opening? Okay. I do like the aesthetic of the textures and stuff like that. The stuff they've actually done is actually really nice looking, but Yeah, we had a problem with textures not loading before, so... And the frame rate is not particularly pleasing, but I'm running it at a fairly high resolution. Maybe I can turn it down to high. Is it gonna... Oh god. Nope. Okay, so it doesn't like loading high textures for some reason. But epic textures it seems to be okay with. So let's just stick with epic textures for now. Yeah, I know. I stream during the week, because quite often I have to edit on the weekend and, you know, do normal human things on the weekend. But I work until 6, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit later for Germany. Sorry about that. Okay, so these guys are patching things up. So how long has this space station been around? It seems like it's been, like, in service for, like, a while, so it's already kind of pretty decrepit. Some of the dialogue is pretty clever. Some of it is kind of roughly translated, but hopefully they're still putting polish on that. I mean, some of it was actually literally Russian, so I'm sure they're still working on that. I would hope. And I'm kind of aimless right now, and this is all still in Russian, so I'm kind of at a bit of a loss here. So I'll just keep on wondering for a bit. Maybe we'll get in a fight. Oh, the Patreon stream, AJ? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that should be fun. Hopefully it all goes smoothly. You never know with those kind of things, but... Oh, this is the same place I was at before. Sorry about that. Apologize if I'm a bit aimless. I'm new to this game, and everything's in Russian, so... Oh, new task. Okay. So I've got my gear, so now... No, I got my gear from the supply officer. And reports a Rebel. Okay. So I wish I knew where Rebel was. But unfortunately, these are so different from English, I don't think I could ever figure out Rebel from any of these names here. So I'm just gonna have to guess where I'm supposed to go. Okay, yeah, I have streamed the weekend before. Sometimes it's been good, sometimes it hasn't. It just depends. My biggest stream ever was on weekdays, so it does seem to be okay for a lot of people, but I know obviously Europeans, it's harder for the time zone, so. So yeah, there's a little bit of a... I find myself fighting the camera a little bit because I kind of want to look up, but I can't. It's a little bit frustrating, but I can kind of understand if they never designed the top of the roof, that then they wouldn't want you to do that, but it would be kind of nice to be able to look around. Russian basically just means different versions of vodka. Yeah, that's probably pretty true. That guy's glitching out there. Alright. Hey there, might I interest you in some nice goods at a fair price? Sure thing, let's see what you got. Too bad I'm not a techie. Lockpicks might be good though. I don't think I have any lockpick skills though. Oh, I see. I could probably craft some gun, bullets, casings, and gunpowder. Huh. So how much would I actually be able to get? Come on. No, that's pretty expensive, isn't it? So if I sell my old suit, I could get the casings. Nope, casings are already too much. How do I split that? Divide. Yeah, some of this, half of this is still Russian, which is kind of weird. Ooh, that is expensive. Divide it more. Still a little bit under. I would like to get some stuff for future. Whatever. Let's cancel. They actually have fabricated bullets. Handmade bullets. Oh, I see. So I have to get the bullets, the casings, and the gunpowder probably. There's different qualities. There's standard and there's handmade casings. Okay, so there's gonna be different qualities. Interesting. Interesting bit of detail. I don't quite understand the crafting yet, but... Yeah, this is going to be definitely a game you have to probably sink a lot of time into. I'm just playing it on... I just got a copy of it early because, you know, I've got a YouTube channel and stuff like that, but... it seems interesting. I just wish I knew what to do, and I don't know Russian, so I'm kind of a little bit lost right now. If I could actually read the Russian, I might be able to be a bit more... Oh, there's people. I accidentally found him. Okay, Captain Regal. Commander Regal, whatever it is. I accidentally found the right guys. That's good. Take your time shopping. No need to be Russian things. Exactly. There's no time for Stalin either. Right, let's skip that part. Yes, you're in the right place. And yes, we're all waiting for you. Have you already been to see the Intendant? Affirmative. Great. Take a seat in the transport module. We're moving out. Cool. So far, we've left location. So hopefully get some combat in pretty soon. Try that out. So this is a weird flavor. It's cantaloupe grapefruit. Cantaloupe pink grapefruit. How weird, right? I'm assuming go to military base. Okay, I guess we're going to the vulture's nest. Yes, no. Am I supposed to press something? I'm not quite getting what I'm supposed to do here. So it might be that this quest trigger didn't happen. Alright, I'm a bit lost. Yeah, it is LaCroix. Oh. Okay. That's weird. Okay, I gotta click on the little down arrow. They did not explain that very well. Oh, it's got a Fallout style mini-map, so I could actually have random encounters and stuff. Okay. That's weird. They did not explain that very well, but I can kind of get it now. Really doing Slav work. Oh boy. It definitely seems like they've got a lot of potential in this game. It's just a little rough right now. What's wrong with your face, man? Can't even zoom in to see his face, but yeah, there's obviously something really wrong with his face. Okay, so I gotta fix the vehicle. So we can go ahead. I'm assuming I'll probably have to go ahead in order for the story to progress. Still getting these hallucinations. Cherry lime. I don't know if I've seen that. The key lime is actually really good. If you've ever had that. Not the lime, but the key lime. It tastes like key lime pie. It's great. Tomato LaCroix. Ooh, that sounds disgusting. So I've got some trash here. Let's see what's happening up these stairs. Hey, boyo. I don't know if I can... I should probably save in case I do something stupid. Even my location is Russian. Okay. Alright, it's Little Spoon. Thanks for stopping by the stream. See you later. Hey, soldier, watch your back. There are often looters in these parts. They can't care less. They can't care less about your badge. Okay. Oh, clamato, that's disgusting. Oh. Hey, where's my gun? Where's my gun? Ooh, ouch. Ow. Oh, my weapon's jammed. Fuck. How do I, unjam my weapon? Suck it, boy. Okay, so this is a little bit weird, but I'm all right with it so far. He just walked off. Can't give two damns about me, I guess. So this is weird. I've got like a floating cursor that goes up and down, but right or left tilts me. This is very strange. I don't hate it, but I could see some people not liking it very much. I'd like to examine that, if possible. Alright, how do I put away my weapon? There we go. Why can't I grab it from this area? Okay, that was weird. Wasn't really letting me use that. Okay, old books. Alright, that's good enough. Is that everything I could examine? Yeah, I don't know. They definitely have a lot of, like, old, ancient vehicles and stuff like that. I don't know if it's just been a while, so everything's kind of broken down, but it is kind of like... Oh! Looks like we got some company. Uh-oh. Up and jam. Oh! Oh! I got wrecked there. Okay. Good thing I saved recently. I should have healed up. Yeah, I have some healing stuff. Yeah, it's very weird because like you got a kind of vertical slider, but then you have horizontal panning. So I mean, I played some pretty weird games that way. So I'm not repulsed by it, but I can definitely see some people getting frustrated. We can snipe these mofos. Oh, I'm not even using my gun yet. Okay. Ah, sucker. Weapon jammed. Hey, thanks, Jason. I really appreciate the donation. Oops. Sorry, I'm just in the middle of combat, so... Ooh, got him. Got him. Ha! Got him. Oh. Let me just hide behind this cover. Ooh. Appear. Whatever that meme was. Okay. Oh, that's the big guy. He's a big one. I peek around the corner, maybe? Where is this guy? Oh. Alright, maybe I can toss a grenade at this guy. Oh. Nope. Yeah, combat's... I'm not... It's a little weird, but I'm kind of digging it. It's kind of like a weird mix of games. It's not really... It's not as shootery as Fallout 3 or 4, but it's not tactical. It's kind of like a weird mix. I don't know. I don't hate it. It takes a little bit to get used to, but I don't hate the combat so far. The view is a little wonky, I agree. Let me be a snipey guy here. Right in the face. Oh. Weapon jam in true uh-oh. Oh crap. Wasting a lot of weapons here. A lot of ammo. Come on, boy. You're hiding. Does that help you? Weapon jams like every 10 seconds. Oh. Okay, melee is definitely trumping me. Come on, guys, help. Help, guys. There we go. Uh-oh. That hurt a bit. So let me take some of that beautiful, beautiful broth. Oh, the boss is over there. Oof. Maybe I can get these guys to help me. They don't care about this boss here. Ooh. Now they do. My cover's not helping me completely here. Get him. Okay. Teamwork. Okay, well, they did most of the work, but I utilized my friends here to kill him. No, they're not useless. They helped me. I probably wouldn't be able to defeat him without their help here. Ooh, more broth. That's good. So I got weapon parts, not a weapon. I'm pretty sure he was using an Uzi. Yes, we restocked. We got a bunch of LaCroix the other day, so that's good. Really bummed me out. I used to shop at Safeway all the time up in Washington State and even California, but they don't really have Safeways down in Florida. But we found one Safeway, and it's awesome. But they just got bought out by our big grocery chain, but they're having a clearance sale, so the entire store was like 30% off, so probably too much information, but whatever. It's friendly fire in this game, yeah. I can kind of see that. Oh, okay. This gun jams like every other shot. This makes Far Cry 2 seem forgiving. Okay. Oh, I can't. Okay, the examine button's not really working for me here. Okay. I definitely should save. Yes, good point. I should probably heal up too. Yeah, it kind of feels more like Dark Souls than like a shooter. It's very weird. Very odd. But I don't hate it. Yeah, it's a little odd, but I'm okay with it. I could definitely see some people not liking it, but I'm okay with it. But I'm liking the soundtrack. It's just a bit different. I kind of like how different it is. Don't trigger with me with Far Cry 2. Problem is, Far Cry 2 you couldn't trigger. Ooh, ba-dum-bum. No, I love Far Cry 2. Yeah, jamming guns and all. So maybe I should drink a little bit more of that delicious broth. Broth right into the neck. Ooh. No, it's not Piranha Bytes. It's somebody else. I didn't recognize their name. Can look at them on Steam, but yeah. This is so Fallout 1 and 2 soundtrack. Okay, here's some getters. These guys are kind of scavenger type people, it looks like. Oh, invisible wall. Okay. Even their a little dialogue, mini dialogue bits above their heads. That's like old school Fallout. I'm actually kind of digging that. Far Cry 5 or Fallout 4? Actual fun factor, I'd say Far Cry 5, I think. Fallout 4, there is a story there that you can enjoy, and there's some RPG mechanics, but if you want a shooter, Far Cry 5 is better. Yeah, Far Cry 5 is more fun. There's some interesting atmosphere and stuff for Fallout 4. Honestly, the story in Far Cry 5 isn't all that great, but the fun factor is definitely there. We're going to have to connect the sequence. What? Oh. Say what? I don't know how I did that, but okay. That's weird. Oh, did I just break it? Shit. I think I just broke something. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, you left click and you punched something, so I fixed it and then immediately broke it again. Alright, Daybreaker, thanks for swinging by, man. I'll have to play with you. I'll have to play something with you again sometime, man. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, I hate it when you have a menu that brings you right back into the gameplay and then you immediately can attack. That's an annoying thing. Somebody is remaking New Vegas in the Fallout 4 engine. I saw that. I think it's a little bit of a waste of time, but it looks kind of cool. It just seems like a ton of effort for... Oh. Looks like we got some rad roaches or something. I never got a melee weapon. That sucks. Is he dead? Oh, but he doesn't look dead. Yeah, Elex is wonky. It's cool, but it's wonky. Tickler. Okay, so we're missing some combat sounds here. Definitely. That is definitely not finished. Hey, thanks, Anna, for the donation. I really appreciate it. they're still making sounds like they're alive, so yeah. Definitely need to fix the ticklers here.
Wealth beyond measure.
Okay, nothing else in there. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Gown. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it took me a while to make that video. It was supposed to be a quick video, but it obviously didn't turn out that way. But I'm glad I covered it. It's been a game I wanted to cover for a while. Thanks, Richard. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's obscure, but I kind of went all out on that video. I made it pretty long, and I even interviewed the creator, which I'm in the middle of getting that interview ready. That'll be up in probably a week or so. Not like a crazy, you know, famous person, but really interesting. The guy's really nice. Really, really interesting character. He's got a lot of insight in the industry. That's a big one. Okay, I'll probably shoot that one. Oh. Bad locust. Oh. Maybe I'll punch it. Ah. Okay. Yeah, they really need to have impact sounds for punching. That's kind of a given. That's something that any game would have, pretty much. Okay, man. Take care, Robert. Hopefully your exam goes well. Unless you were joking. Yeah, the melee combat so far isn't very satisfying. There's not really any animation or sound, so yeah, they need to fix that. I don't know what that's about. These guys don't talk to me. I can grab something from their backpack, though. Rusty plates. The UI and stuff is... The bottom UI is not that great, but the actual inventory UI is pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I didn't really hear any impact sounds. They're making a sort of like crawly noise, but I think that the impact sounds are bugged. They're not working, so that's a little disappointing. So where am I actually supposed to go here? Wait until the mechanic fixes the generator. Oh, new skills available. Ooh, so we go survivability. Endurance, computers, explosives, scammer. Okay, so that's like subterfuge, I guess. Mechanics, medicine. There's also battle skills, light weapon, rifles. I could probably use some rifles. Acrobatics. Defense gunshots. Oh, so that makes me less able to be hit by close combat and gunshots. That could be kind of cool. Oh, well, I guess I took it. Alright. I'm assuming that's what it meant. How long is this last interview? Probably 2 hours? Not as long as the Julian Jensen interview, but yeah. It was kind of a off-the-cuff thing. I mean, it took a little while to put together, but there were some things about the game and its production that were kind of unknown, and especially for being developed in France, there's not much documentation on it. So I think I now pretty much have the most information about the series now. Between the interview and the stuff I put in the video, it's pretty much the most complete documentation about the games that I have seen. It's going to be a really big franchise at one point. It's too bad what happened. Let's see. I wonder if the guys fixed the generator by now. So there's little frame rate hitches. I'm hoping they fix those. Well, the game looks decent. It's just got some rough edges that need to be ironed out. I'd like them to think they could fix it in a month, but I'm not sure. We'll see. a ramp at the far end of the camp. Good third-person shooter. I mean, one really good guilty pleasure is you ever been so hardcore you smoke your Uzi? Obviously, I think she's supposed to be holding a cigarette, not her gun. Resident Evil 4 is pretty good. What game was I gonna? Yeah, it's not an Uzi, but it looked like one. I just like how she's smoking her gun. Oh, that's amazing. Seriously, in America we only smoke. Oh, is there a ramp? I'm trying to see. I mean, that's how I got up here. Was there another ramp around here somewhere? Resident Evil 4 is pretty good. The game I streamed a couple weeks ago, what was that? Red Faction and Guerrilla is really fun. Not so much the shooting, but the destruction. Gears of War is obviously always fun. Ooh, more junk to look at. Looks like I'm looking at his junk, actually. He's got some stuff to sell here. There's some shooter I really liked. I'm trying to remember. Check out Vanquish. Vanquish is on PC now. I have it. I've not yet played it. I've heard it's really good though. So check that out. I can't see anything in this tunnel. It's a dead end, so all for the best. It's probably done with his repairs by now, I'm guessing. So yeah, I want to try out Vanquish at some point. I just have not had the time. Okay, so they didn't have to. It's just a way for me to mess around, I guess. Now, I heard Vanquish is super fun. It's like Bayonetta with guns. That's what I heard. So I'm really digging the fact that they have the old school Fallout style map. This could have made it a little bit more intuitive for what I'm supposed to do here. I haven't played Dishonored 2. I've heard it's decent, but I've heard the DLC for Dishonored 2 is actually better than the game, so... Yeah, it does have a unique style to it. It even has the different zones you enter, so... I'm definitely feeling an old school Fallout here, and especially if it was supposed to be overhead, like, isometric style game, I could definitely see how it's going to be very Fallout-ish. I could also see why they changed the perspective to kind of make it more mainstream popular, but yeah, got some rough edges, but I'm digging it. Definitely has kind of a Piranha Bytes vibe to it, but probably because it looks good, but you know, plays a little rough. I guess that's how it is. But so far, I'm liking the style they're going for sure. And hopefully this is going to load here. Oh, Prey is great, yeah. I wouldn't really call it a great shooter. I'd call it a good immersive sim, like Deus Ex, a Human Revolution, and Mankind Divided. Not amazing shooters, but they're really good immersive sims. Really good shooter. If you want a really good shooter, do Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is like one of my favorite shooters. It's great. First-person shooter. Okay. Alright, there you go, textures. Now, the environments in this game are great. It's just runs a little wonky, so it looks like they might need to optimize it a bit, maybe. Again, it might be my stream that this happens sometimes. Ooh, MG Vulcan. I want that. That looks awesome. Big minigun. Yeah, I really hope Underworld Descendant's good. I've been waiting for that for a couple years now. Workbench. Weapon parts? No? Old Oma Burger? Ew. Oh, there's some cool stuff. Teapot. Some really well-rendered items here. Yeah, it kind of does look like the bathysphere in BioShock. Let's kind of get a little bit of BioShock vibe, a little bit of Fallout. So far, aesthetically, I'm digging the game, but there's definitely some issues to iron out before release. Okay, some simple weapon parts, simple parts. So this is probably kind of like a DIY tutorial here to make some items, I'm assuming. So weapon parts, no. Simple weapon parts. How do I craft anything with this, though? Hello? Oh, is it just empty? I'm confused now. And now it doesn't say the... See, that there it says the Russian name, and here it says the English name. It's really confusing. I don't have to put it up here, do I? No? Alright, I'm confused now. Okay, 4 zeros. What's the matter, newbie? Haul ass to Captain Ribel with a report. Take the elevator, then cross the bridge. When you reach the hall, go through the door on your right. His office is in the corner. Some kind of interesting power armor, looks like. I do appreciate that they have real reflections, though. If you look in there, you see the real reflections. It's pretty cool. It's another... No. I feel like I'm going to learn Russian by the end of this game. Has a little bit of totally Art Deco. Definitely an Art Deco in some of these areas for sure. The gunplay is weird. Repair kit? No. It's very weird because the game doesn't let you high CPU usage. If it's okay. The game doesn't let you aim 360 movement. It's it lets you turn left or right and aim mostly up and down, so it's a little odd. It's all right, but I could see it frustrating some people because you don't have a full 360 control. I haven't played Atomic Heart yet. Is that really that's that weird-looking, kind of BioShocky looking game that was teased a few months ago, right? Atomic Heart? Ooh, lockpicks. Hammer. I mean, I'd like to craft something. I just don't know how to actually activate this crafting station. So, what's the dealio? I mean, it seems like I should be able to craft here, but it's not letting me, so it's a little odd. Alright. That is really weird. Are you watching it on YouTube or YouTube gaming? Shouldn't be any difference, but sometimes there is. Yeah, I'd like to see more games like that. I mean, I don't think BioShock is the second coming of Gaben, like some people say, but I think it was a good game for sure. Definitely prefer the more deeper games like Deus Ex or System Shock. Oh boy, I wonder how big my inventory can go. Okay, that's what it is. I'm at 25 out of 39, probably kilos, I'm guessing. Hey, John Horn, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just trying to figure out what to do here. Earlier, we were fighting against Russian maps, and textures not loading. So now we're going on. The environments are really, really nice looking, though. I do. Ooh, more hallucinations, I guess. They do have a very nice aesthetic to them. Hey, thanks, John. I really appreciate the donation. Wealth beyond measure. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Okay. Did the bot pop up? There's no Streamlabs pop up?
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
There we go. Yeah, thanks so much, John. I really appreciate it. Jacob. We remember the dead sky. We remember. It's ironic because you can't look at the sky. A few questions. Some weird little diners and stuff. So what you got? So we've got a flask of water, fried meat. That's just like kebabs on a dagger. Okay. I can sell some stuff. I can sell an old bag. Probably some of my old clothes. Probably don't need this stuff anymore. I don't know if I'll need this stuff. So this is totally old school Fallout bartering here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, might as well get some money out of that stuff. It's Insomnia the Ark. It should be in the title. It's a little bit confusing because I've got Livestream then Insomnia. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it's a closed beta. I was given access by the developers, which is appreciated. But, yeah, I don't think it'll be out next month, September. Got a little robot there. Definitely has a little bit of Fallout vibe. It is a little odd that there are so many cars and stuff. I guess this is kind of like a city at one point. But obviously abandoned and destroyed. Hey, thanks, man. Sorry, I can't read your, I'm sorry, I couldn't read your donation thing, but thanks so much for your donation, Jason. You've been popular. Really appreciate the donation, Jason. Yeah, it seems like this was, you don't really get to see it before, but it seems like this was like a whole working city before, but obviously things have been pretty decrepit now. Is this a real RPG? Yeah, it seems to be pretty, it's got characters, it's got classes, it's got stats, it's got skills. You can upgrade your skills and stats. So far, it's been a little bit light on choice, but I still am kind of in the intro, so... There's dialogue. Oh, what does this person have to say? Awkwardly leaning on her lame leg, a young woman is saying something inside. I'm sick of all this shit. Hey, what are you looking at? Can't you see I'm not in the mood? Okay. Yeah, if they could polish this up and take like the world of Fallout 1, this would be awesome. I'd play the heck out of this for sure. Okay, so here we go. So this is a class-based dialogue option. That's kind of interesting. So that's an option that's unique to my class. It's kind of cool. So I'm able to get more info out of this person, it looks like. Oh, nice. Give me some armor-piercing cartridges. Blue armor-piercing cartridges. Huh, I wonder where they got that idea. Definitely see a lot of little Fallout references here and there. Old school Fallout references. Soldier scratches the back of his head, looking back gloomily. I can see why they wake us up so early at this hour. All you want to do is kill. Speaking of murder, what do you know about the recent incident? The hell I know. Nothing's as easy as the newspapers say. Either the community is holding a grudge against the Ordinate, or vice versa. Okay. So basically, explaining that I was in limb and survived the explosion and somehow made it through, so. Okay. I don't know if it's supposed to be in Russian or not, but the response is actually pretty funny. What the hell are you talking about? No, it's supposed to be in English. It hasn't been translated. Alright, AJ. Thanks for watching the stream, man. I appreciate it. See you later. Okay, now it's English again. Did they not, like, translate everything in sequence? It's a little weird. Those who serve an herb certainly lucked out when it comes to food and new underwear. At least here you can have fun. Well, of course, if you take pleasure in violence. Tell me about yourself. Yeah, it's so weird. They translated the rest of the dialogue, but not the first few sentences. Very odd. Very strange. It's immersive, not knowing what they're saying. So I'd like to find some more cool things to loot. Oh, is that my locker? We'll see, I guess. Some more bullets. So I really like to find out how to craft more actual cartridges, because what is this? Oh, they're bullets, but they have Russian names. So many Russian names in this thing. Okay, that's cool. You start with a saline solution and you can add to it to make different, essentially stim packs and things. A stooping soldier with facial features that seem too thin for a military man is irritably picking at the eczema on his arm. Okay. So they've got quite a few people you can learn from and get lore from and stuff. But in the interest of time, I'm gonna keep things moving here. Is that something I can learn from? Oh, okay. More saline solution. And chemicals. Well, I can figure out how to craft. Would really like to know how to craft here. That is weird. So you can't see it when you're signed in? Huh, that is odd. Do you have any plugins or anything that might be holding up the page? That might be part of the problem. Is my IT kicking in? IT support. Okay, so this guy's got some stuff. Assault packs was commonly used in assault operations. So it gives me 8 extra pounds of weight, but it lowers my damage. Interesting. Kind of good for realism. Oh, speaking of realism, mini rant here. I'm so happy this game actually tries to go for realism because I don't need realism in like a fantasy RPG. Like, I mean, I know super mutants don't really exist. A couple bombs aren't going to make scorpions 20 feet tall, but the way that Fallout 76 is handling their stats and stuff, it just kind of irks me. They're doing cards, like the actual cards with like gum and wrappers and stuff. Like the cards make you better. Just like finding bobbleheads made you better. Like, I just really annoying to me. At least in the old school Fallout, like if you read a gun magazine, you learn about guns. If you read a magazine about mechanics, you'd learn about repair, you know, things like that. You read a science journal, you learn science. You know, you could do computers better and stuff like that. In Fallout, I think 3 or 4 or whatever, you could just find a bobblehead, magically gain 1 strength. Or, you know, wearing a science, like a lab coat would make you better at science. Like, it was just very weird. I don't like that idea where, like, you have, like, magical properties to your items and outside of an actual fantasy game. It's kind of annoying. So this looks pretty cool. That's a 9mm. So I actually have some 9mm cartridges, don't I? Yeah. So maybe I should get this pistol. How much is it going to be? 3,000. Oof. What can I trade for that? So I can scavenge it for parts. That's not going to be that much. That's probably not going to be much either. A couple hundred. Looks like all this stuff can be for parts, but I'd like to get the gun, because the gun would be good. But what can I sell for that? What else can I sell here? Yeah, I mean, if it makes sense within the logic, like, for example, Diablo, you've got magical items. Magical items can make you stronger by putting them on. That makes sense to me, but in Fallout, you don't have magic, so how is putting white cloth on you make you more smarter in terms of science, you know? Why does putting a sunglasses on make you a better shot, you know? Why does having a baseball cap on make you see things better while in a tunnel, you know? Things like that. That doesn't make any sense to me. So it's just, it's nitpicking, but it's enough of little things like that that just annoy me personally. All right, I'm probably gonna scrap these parts and things here. Oh, where did that... Did I just drop my my teapot? No, I didn't. Okay. I have to sell a lot here. Oof. That's a good explanation, John Horn. It makes you cooler so you can... Sunglasses make you cooler so you can therefore do everything better. Be down with that. Alright. I'm running out of things to sell. Oh, the hammer, I should keep it. That's a nice melee weapon. Iron plates. No, it's still not enough. Yeah, I understand that, Shalashka, and that's the exact logic it says, but it still works inside, so... If it raised your perception by 1 in the sun, maybe, but it always is on. So a cap always increases your vision, even if you're in a dark room. So it makes no sense. Yeah, John Horn, that is a good point. Biggest pet peeve, removing classes, removing meaningful progression, removing stats. A lot of developers are doing this too. The pursuit of making everything accessible by everybody. Basically the Skyrim effect, where you don't have to make multiple characters to have different experiences, where you can essentially do anything, no matter what character you build. That's kind of my biggest pet peeve. I think you should have sacrifices and bonuses for the choices you make. So that's kind of an annoying fact that I don't like. Moving choice. One directional dialogue paths where it always ends up in the same thing. Not being able to kill NPCs. Not being able to tell NPCs to F off. Just like tell them, no, I don't want to do that quest. Forced narratives, non-combat zones. I don't mind if like there's a zone that's protected. Like there's guards that'll say, hey, if you cause any trouble, we'll kill you. Or if they take your weapons, but an actual zone that you just can't pull out your gun, I hate that. Things like that. Those are some big pet peeves of mine. Basically, the broad strokes of Skyrim, little lamplight, and half of I don't know what other examples I can do, but those kind of things are the things that really tick me off. I can sell you an old hamburger. It's actually I think it was only like, yeah, it was only 50. Oof. I guess I can sell these parts. I don't know how much I'm really going to get from... I'm almost there. So I've got a lot of little tidbits. I don't know. I shouldn't get rid of everything though. Got 72... It's 18.5. I don't have an 18.5 gun, I don't think. Or maybe... I don't know what my millimeter is for my rifle, actually. Let's see. I can't sell that, can I? Well, I can sell it, it just won't give me anything for it. I can sell half of these. That was so close. Oh, so close. Alright, I'll sell one of these. Probably regret it. Oh, 105. Let me, Oh, wait. I gave him the big stack. No. There we go. Get my money's worth. And only have a fair deal. There we go. Probably going to regret that. We're done. We're done here. We've got the gun now. Yeah, I don't like the... Like, power fantasy doesn't really matter unless you've earned it, I think. If you're always in a really high power fantasy, from the beginning, it doesn't really feel like you're very powerful because you're always that powerful. Like, if you actually have to earn it, it seems a lot more satisfying and a lot more powerful. Like, the sense of power gain is like one of the most iconic and enjoyable parts of an RPG. The fact that, you know, early on you can't fight those guys, but later on you can destroy them in a couple of hits makes you feel really, really good. You know, it feels like you've progressed, you know. Okay, which is over. Okay, so I can use another Jaeger skill. I'm wondering if there's any charisma skills or if it's just your class. It might be just your class. I guess I can kind of push my Jaeger thing here. Okay. So I got another gross burger. Yay. I guess I won't starve. I've actually not even looked at my survival skills. I wonder if they actually have hunger 0 out of 100. Does that mean I'm not hungry? I'm confused. Yeah, you should have a different experience if you make your character differently. You shouldn't be able to automatically switch to a completely different playstyle on the fly if you've not invested time and effort into that playstyle, you know? Okay, Captain looks you up and down as you salute. Eddie, soldier, let's not waste time on formalities. I've already read your personal case history. I might have skipped 2 things there. What do people normally say in such cases? Welcome to the Ordnance Military Post D101/23. This place is more often referred to as the Vulture's Nest, though. I'll start my presentation by humbly introducing myself. Captain Derek Riebel, commander of the 52nd Operational Company. You've been drafted just in time. We've been a real mess for 2 weeks now. The sector has been a powder keg since the state of emergency was imposed. Seems like I'm skipping things, doesn't it? I'm guessing you've already figured out what you're going to do here in the near future. Can I become a master of the Jaeger, known as the Jägermeister? I hope so. In broad terms, sure. Allow me to explain. The committee imposed a state of emergency after the turmoil in Erb. The locals are rather troubled. Where there are no military posts, crowds of street urchins have begun to gather, tearing down everything in their way. The committee, I thought that... Riebel interrupts you mid-sentence with a calm gesture. He continues to talk after a short pause. Our current objective is to facilitate the committee's search for revolutionaries and to ensure safety within the sector. Okay, so we're basically trying to quash the opposition. Okay. Okay, so I'll get a bed, a locker, and a set of personal belongings. So I have 3 minutes to chat on friendly footing, and that I don't have to use his rank. Okay, so what are the renegades? They oppose the regime. There are lots of dissatisfied people in the close radius, and now they're being hunted down. Tell me about Reservation D106. This is the biggest settlement in the sector and in the entire close radius, I suppose. There are about 8,000 inhabitants in D106, and the majority of them work at the water purifying station and maintain the infrastructure. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just seems like kind of a militaristic organization, because everything's kind of falling apart, state of emergency, and obviously things are not all well. Give me a state of emergency, exactly what I said. Local clan called the Children of Morak has maintained a strict order and kept any unrest at bay. These days, though, there's a bit of commotion stirring. The Moraks have now have disciplined, ambitious, hooded competitors. The state of emergency only makes the situation worse. Everybody is nervous wreck right now. Okay. The clans are communities that engage in trade with herb and their reservations. Friendly communities whose members happen to be armed to the teeth. That provide a full range of services: drug smuggling, slave trafficking, prostitution, etc. But herb prefers to cooperate with them. Better them than total anarchy. Okay. So I guess I'll just get back onto the gameplay. It seems like they have a lot of lore and interesting things to read about, though, if you're into absorbing all that. I mean, to be fair, Chaotic Babies, BioWare Andromeda was by a new team in BioWare somewhere in Canada. It wasn't Montreal, but it was their new team, and they never made a game before, and so that's why it was very different, I think, in a lot of ways. Doesn't really excuse the problems it had, but their A team is on Anthem right now, so should be different. Okay, so you've got a mission. Zone B10 has just requested reinforcements. A crowd of getters has gathered around the roadblock, demanding that deliveries of food supplies be resumed. Okay. Lieutenant Yarva requests immediate support from the neighboring garrisons. She's an experienced commander, which is why I'm letting you go with a clear conscience. I'm about to send you to the coordinates to block post B10-2. Go there and report to Lieutenant Yarva. Okay. Those are some interesting rays. Anything to loot? Not really. Yeah, it definitely has sort of a somewhat nautical thing going on. Yeah, that bird reminds me of the BioShock a little bit, kind of like the songbird a little bit. Yeah, no, BioWare Montreal is their A team. It's BioWare Edmonton, I think. Yeah, Edmonton was the guys who made Andromeda. So it was a different team. And they've never actually finished a game from start to finish before. I know it was overseen in part by BioWare Montreal, but it was not their baby throughout. So a lot of people don't really know that, but that's one big factor in why Andromeda was very, very different. Wait, am I getting mixed up? I thought Edmonton was the B team. You sure about that? I thought Montreal was the A team. Okay, maybe I got it mixed up then. One of the two was the B team, essentially. I mean, just about all the original BioWare staff are all gone. There was also, the reason it's called BioWare is because it was founded by doctors, literally, so medical doctors even. It's interesting. They wanted to get into game design, and they actually started the company, and under the tutelage of Black Isle Studios, they made their first RPG, Baldur's Gate. So it's actually an interesting story behind all that. Things have changed a lot since then. So I'm back here. I still can't figure out how to freaking craft anything, though. It seems like there should be... Okay, can I not put a stack of things? I'm so confused here. I don't know how this is supposed to work. Maybe it's not done yet. Yeah, the doctors, they left a while back. They're not part of the company anymore. That's where they got their name, though, BioWare. Bio as in, you know, biological. Okay, so if I had some sort of lockpicking skill, I could probably open that. Do I have any skill points? No, I don't. I didn't level up again because I've not been fighting anything. Yeah, doing YouTube videos, I've kind of become a sponge for random video game trivia, so... Anthem looks kind of like a shared world ARPG. So think more Destiny, not so much an MMO. Which, despite all some well-deserved hate, Destiny had a really good idea. It just lacked in certain areas of execution. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if the physicians who were started BioWare were really that amazing at creating games. I think they started it and kind of managed it, but they hired people on who actually knew how to make games, and obviously they learned from some of the best RPG designers in Interplay, so they got some good advice there. I don't think I think Black Isle Studios doesn't get enough credit for Baldur's Gate, since they were very involved in the production of it. As far as I know, Anthem's more like a online shared world ARPG, kind of like Destiny or some of the games. I guess kind of like Shadow Warrior, but not really so much. Shadow Warrior 2. More ARPG than a shooter, from what I've seen, but could be wrong. I mean, as far as I know, it won't have loot boxes. I don't think it'll be... Oh, a zone. I don't know where it's going, but let's go. I don't think it'll be a great storyline. It doesn't seem to have much story. People are saying, like, why doesn't it have, like, love scenes? And I'm like, have you seen the game? It doesn't look like anything like Mass Effect. It looks more like a action RPG type game. But it should be interesting. I think it'll be fun. It just may not be what people are expecting. Ooh, so many options. Let's check out this area. Oh, so many things. Let's go to the store. Yeah, I hope it's like the... Yeah, that's the other game I was thinking of. It's like the Division. It seems like that. I mean, Division and Destiny are very similar in concept. Different execution, but very similar in concept. It seems more like... It could be more like the Division. Like the Division cranked up with some a lot more fancy abilities. Like you can jetpack around, you can do rockets and stuff like that. So it seems more flashy than the Division for sure. I thought they said that it didn't. I thought they confirmed it didn't have love scenes in them. Oh, Cube the movie? Yeah, I really like Cube. That's a really amazing movie considering how little they had to work with. Really brutal scenes in that movie too. Ending was a little weak, I think, but the concept is great. Yeah, I should play The Witcher 1 again. I haven't played it for a while. At the time, I was playing on like a kind of cheap laptop, so I didn't really get a good experience from it. Okay. Russian guy. Yep. Yepty. Something. Okay. I had no idea what I said to him, but hopefully something nice. Yeah, a little bit like that. Yeah, it reminds me of the scene where they see the outside layer of the cube. Yeah, it's a really interesting movie. I wouldn't mind watching it again sometime. When they see the edge of the cube maze, basically. Ooh. Yeah, half of this is still in Russian. They really need to fix that if they're going to release it for the English-speaking folks. This was supposed to be that, right? But even half of conversations are Russian, so I'm pretty sure it's not intentional. Even though it was weird, I kind of like the rhythmic combat of Witcher 1. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I'm on lockdown for Cyberpunk. I'm trying to get excited all about that game because I've been waiting for 6 years now. Cyberpunk 2077, yeah. I'm sure it'll be good, but I'm just like not even trying to think about it at this point because it's still years away. Because they completely dropped everything to work on The Witcher, so. Oh, this is probably clothing? Mercenary leggings. So what is my current armor then? Armor 7. I would like to have a compare button. I know it's kind of a quality of life feature, but it would be really nice to have that. Ooh, 18 extra weight. That's pretty good. Okay, so my current Jaeger jacket is armor 15, so that's actually way better than what she was selling. All right. So I read the book. Does that give me extra stats? Yeah, it's got a really nice lived-in, kind of wrecked aesthetic to the game. I'm liking that too. So I read it. I didn't see if my stats went up or not. Character, achievements, battle skills. I don't see anything increase. I don't know. Oh, my repairing is now. Oh, that's for my pants. Never mind. Yeah, I didn't see anything particularly go up, so I don't know if that book did anything for me. Yeah, well, this game has got, there's another game that did this as well. I forgot what it was, but it's got a Diablo-esque shape system, but it's really all about weight. You can scroll down as much as you want. as long as you're not over capacity. So it's got an interesting kind of hybrid system there. A space porpoint? I'm not sure what that is, but it's just the equipment my class came with. Oh shit. What? Why is this guy angry at me? I didn't mean to stir him up. Maybe I should save in a new slot here, just in case. Yeah. This game definitely seems to be exploring more of the perils. And a microphone. I can start a YouTube channel. I mean, I can see it. I'm assuming they're... I don't know what Legion or what, like, section these guys are a part of, but... Yeah, I did not engage him. He doesn't even seem like he's actually angry at me. Let's see if I can shoot at him. Battle on a... Yeah, I can't even fight him, so that's kind of weird. Oh. No, he's angry at him. What is going on here? Who is this? Oh, Citizen Soldier. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But I guess this guy had a beef with that guy, so... YOLO, I guess. Okay. Well, I got a little bit extra ammo. Oh. I couldn't even engage combat. I probably have to like fight him first or something. I don't know. That was weird. Shoulder, yeah. For some reason I always had a problem pronouncing soldier. That guy's running down there. I don't know what he's running from. Half of this is still Russian. I'll have to fill out some sort of beta form for this game and say, yeah, the game has a lot of potential, doesn't like to load textures other than extreme. Performance a little bit rough. Half of it's still in Russian. Could be a little bit more readable interface-wise. But otherwise, looks really good. Uh-oh. This area is a lot more optimized. That's weird. A lot higher frame rate. Hey, you. Yes, you. He's a getter. Oh, another one of the hacking things. Oh no, did I, crap. I lost all my parts. I don't have enough parts for that. I still don't understand why consoles went to 4K rather than 60 frames. It seems like extraordinarily, counterproductive. Chocolat. Chocolat sounds a lot sexier than chocolate anyway, so I don't blame you. Dumbbell. I wonder if I can work out. Do I even lift? I guess not. Oh, cool. I can have it on my little waist pack. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I've got my one gun on my hip. My other hip has the hammer, and I've got... I really always appreciate games where you can see all your equipment on you. That's one thing I always dig. Like, we were talking about pet peeves the other day. That's like an anti-peeve. Like a pet... A pet... what's the opposite of a pet peeve? Maybe I should just end that analogy right now. So I can punch cars, but I can't punch guards. That's... Oh. I did like this little super punch there. Oh. Little hobo. Alright, the container open trigger is a little wonky. Oh, because it's around the... It's on this side of there. I want to open it. There we go. I'm not sure if it doesn't. It might, strength might affect my encumbrance. It did with other games, like Fallout, for example. Ooh, BioStim. Quicker restores life functions. So that would be like a quicker heal, I guess. Cool. Good thing I found that little bit of loot there. I want to see if I can beat hobos. I know it sounds terrible, but it's not a Fallout type game unless you can beat hobos. Yep, you can beat hobos. Come on. Come on, put your hands up. It's just hard to hit them. Okay, yes, you can definitely beat hobos in this game. That's good to know. And you can... Exactly. All he had was a fork. Oh, I can't kill the hobo for a fork. That's like so sad. His only possession was like was a fork. No, I can't kill a hobo in cold blood over a fork. That just seems unusually cruel even for me. 2152. Which one is that? What? 2204, 21. Okay, I think that was that, right? I know, he didn't even fight me back. I agree, we do need a new final fight. Although they have done like new double dragons and stuff, so that's basically the same thing. Alright, here we go. You're alive again, Getter. I did not kill you. I do have the stuff I got though, right? Yeah, BioStim and stuff. Ooh, it's grenade schematic. Oh, you know what? I probably didn't have any schematics for crafting things. I probably need to learn those. Interesting. Keep out. Oh, I need to have computer skill for that. No entry? Okay. Yeah, they really need to work on that. I think it's partly due to the fact that you don't have a cursor. If it was like Deus Ex where you had like a little blip where you could move around and then target things would be fine, but this game you just kind of... you kind of need to be looking at it, but it doesn't... I don't know, the sensing's a little bit off, so... Alright, I don't have the parts for that. If only I had more parts. I've already looked through all the junk here. Computers in space! Exactly. So this looks like I've kind of already looked through most of this. I should probably do my quests, I guess. So I need to go to roadblocks. So I just went on a side quest thing, or a side activity. It wasn't necessarily part of my mission, so there's nothing really for me to do here in particular. So I could probably skedaddle. Yeah, it does remind me of Elix a little bit. I need to play that more of that. Elix is good. It was a little bit uneven, I think, but it was a good game from what I've played so far. Again, yeah, janky, but with their heart in the right place. Be better in isometric? If what you said is, if what somebody said in chat is true and this game was supposed to be isometric, it definitely feels like it was supposed to be something else. Like, I've seen very few 3D games where actually they prevent you from looking up. That seems kind of odd. Ooh. Another schematic. Nice, let's see what this is. What schematics have I learned? Wish I could kind of see where my schematics were. Well, this map's in English, at least. Uh-oh. But, yeah, it's a little... It's got some jankiness, kind of like somebody mentioned Elex. It's similar to that in a way, but it's got some interesting things going on with it. The setting in this seems a lot more consistent, I guess. Elex's setting was pretty bonkers, to be honest. So I need a key for that. Yeah, I know. This will not get good reviews on mainstream sites, I can tell you that, probably. But I don't even look at mainstream sites for reviews, literally, anymore. Like, the most mainstream I go for reviews is, like, ACG for nowadays. Like, out of morbid curiosity, I might look at IGN just to see how low or high something's rated. But I look at impressions videos, I look at gameplay, I look at... there's a couple reviewers that I kind of trust, but for the most part, mainstream sites have disappointed me with their reviews, either giving something a 10 out of 10 or a 9.5 when it's not all actually that great, or bashing a game, which really has a lot more to like about it than they laid on. So, would I ever consider streaming Risen? Maybe. I heard one of the Risens were really bad, but I think it was mostly because people thought it was offensive more than anything, which I never think that's a great way to judge a game, because I've seen like 3 out of 10s based on somebody getting offended, which is pretty dumb. I think you should be able to separate your personal offense from the merits of a game. Message from HQ. A Tribune squad just rid the area of renegades. A group of rebels was detained. We continue to work according to orders. Okay. So this is a random encounter, I guess? Yeah, IGN's gonna... I mean, I don't think they're really at fault for the whole, Philip, whatever his name is. Oh, it looks like they've got some... Oh, yeah, they captured some... Oh, okay, that was really loud in my ear, so it was a bit jarring. Okay. How can I join this group and get those crazy awesome mustaches? Those are mustaches where it's at. Okay, so obviously these guys are a little heavy-handed with their I don't mind if I loot these corpses, do you guys? They deliver their justice. Yeah, exactly. Nothing to worry about. We just murder people in cold blood, that's all. A little bit of money. Yeah, I heard there were decent games if you could get over the jankiness. Okay, so let me save. I hate save scumming, but I only have a few lockpicks, so let me go ahead and save scum. All right. Oh, place the pins in the grooves by clicking left mouse button at the appropriate time. Okay, it's a timing thing. Oh. Shit. Nice. Iron plate. Okay, so I'm getting some recipes now. I'm getting delicious, delicious hamburgers. Oh, it's a nice hamburger. It's not an old one. Moving up in the world. I can eat non-rotten food. Yeah, the inventory is a little bit jank, but... Okay. Redguard's alright. I wouldn't call it a very good pirate simulator, to be honest. It's more of just like a... It's more land-based than anything. It's more of a what do you call it? Action-adventure game, kind of like Tomb Raider, but... the better pirate games I found are Assassin's Creed, Black Flag. Sea of Thieves can be fun. You can get over its simplicity. Pirates, Sid Meier's Pirates is actually really good. That's a great pirate simulator. A voodoo pirate? That sounds pretty awesome. I could get behind that. More junk to loot. I wonder if these are randomly generated or if they're static. The loot piles. I know some games have randomly generated loot for parts and stuff. What's this? It's on, but I can't use it. That's weird. Yeah, Sid Meier's Pirates is really pretty fun. You can do dueling. You can handmade 8.5mm cartridges. Oh, nice vitamins. I'm just totally ripping off somebody's belongings here. Don't mind me, guys. I never played Sea Dogs, but I heard it was good. And the same guys went on to develop the Pirates of the Caribbean game in the early 2000s as well. Which is interesting. I heard the expansion of that's actually quite good. The Bethesda published Pirates game. Yeah, I love Sid Meier's Pirates. It's really fun. It has dueling. It has like getting princesses. It has sneaking into towns. It has you know, actual ship fights. It's got all sorts of stuff like that. Pretty cool. That's actually surprising. That's exactly what I thought. I thought they were like little Flintstone. Okay, they say tincture on them. I thought they said some other brand on them. Alright, well, this place... I think I'm pretty much done with this area. Unless there's some sort of map. Helps to have a map. Nope, there's no map. Oh, I've heard that they have got some pretty good pirate naval mechanics and surprising for a kind of Infinity Engine style game. So that's pretty cool. And Pillars of Eternity too. Yeah, there are definitely underexposed genres. Pirate games and cyberpunk games. Also, not enough God games. I think there needs to be more God games. A God pirate game set in the dystopian cyberpunk future. There you go. Now you're talking. I just add everything to it. Not necessarily games you play a god, but like a god simulator game like Populous or Black and White, those kind of games. There's not enough of those. Although I'm curious about Universe Sim. I didn't love the demo I played, but I'd be willing to give it another shot. Oh, this place is in a bit of a wreck. Ooh, somebody's in power armor. This place is pretty cool looking. I had more of these metal plates somewhere. There they are. Yeah, all the voice clips are still in Russian. Oh, that guy would totally destroy me. That's some pretty cool looking armor, though. Very bulky. Kind of like a early deep sea diver's suit, you know? Okay, got some riders here. People are pretty unhappy. Understandable. That's kind of sad, real captain. Just play like Age of Empires and say you're just a really lame god who doesn't have any god powers. Ooh, I want that. How do I get on the other side of that? Oh, right here, I guess. What's this guy? Merrick. The round-shouldered quartermaster with a second lieutenant badge nods absent-mindedly in response to your greeting. Yes, yes, I'm listening to you. Show me what you got. Padded vest. Oh man, it's got an SMG. That'd be really nice, but I don't think I have enough to buy that stuff. It's going to be here forever. Sell my trash or whatever. Ugh. I'm not even into the hundreds now. I don't have enough money for that. Nah, that's not going to work. I mean, I could sell some random refuse like that, I suppose. Yeah, it does kind of look like a Krogan, doesn't it? This game kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Spiders game, you know what I mean? If you ever play the Spiders games, they're also kind of like a little bit like Piranha Bytes, where they're janky games, but they're still kind of cool and kind of unique. This reminds me a bit of the Technomancer game, actually. Which I need to play more of that, actually. I didn't mind that game. How do you dismantle a ball? Okay, so I need to talk to her, Agnesa. I was sent here to assist Lieutenant Yarva. Okay, so that's what I need to find is Lieutenant Yarva. Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I played a few hours. It wasn't bad. A little bit janky, but wasn't too bad. Kind of felt a little bit like if Mass Effect and Arkham had a baby, and it was made by somebody who hadn't really made either of those games, but wanted to, I guess. Weird analogy, I know. Hey, Gridar. A hungry fury flashes on the getter's glowing hollow eyes. Well, he's the charmer. Yeah, I always think like Spiders is like one good idea away from making an amazing game. But they always like fall just short of the mark, you know? Technomancer, I think, was probably the best of their games. It had an interesting plot. I think it's set in the same universe as Mars Warlogs. It's got some voice acting here and there, but it feels like a B movie Mass Effect, basically. So if you're itching for that kind of style of game, it's not a bad purchase. Raven's Cry. I'm not sure about that game. Oh, here's Yava, okay. Headquarters ordered use of weapons only as last resort. It seems that the moment will be here soon enough. Okay, so we've got a bunch of angry riders who are about to burst. Okay, so they're hungry and don't really have much food left. Okay, so there's a terrorist attack. She doesn't seem to speak too highly of these people. Raven's Cry is the mind of Azathoth in game form. Ooh, that sounds pretty rough. Okay, so if you could collect the sand we've shaken out of their kidneys, you could make a small beach. That's a really weird thing to say. Yeah, Two Worlds. I really, really wanted to like Two Worlds 2, but I couldn't quite get into it. Probably because the name... Probably didn't help that the name was terrible. Two Worlds 2. Okay, so... Vast enclave on the edge of the closed radius. So I see what you did there. Okay, so everything's ordered here, but there's something else. We need to see what's going on in lower tunnels. We didn't have time to see all the passages. Sounds like combat to me. I've already sent Sergeant Krez there, and he's going to need help. Okay. Entrance to the tunnels is through that door on the right. Okay, so we get to go kill some fools. Hopefully I'm prepared. I've got my hammer, I've got my pistol, I've got my rifle. Don't have a ton of ammo. I have a decent amount. 220, 20. Really hard to read those save games. Oh, that's pretty shady if they had their people... I mean, I feel for struggling developers, but to have your own guys leave positive reviews, that's pretty shady, I gotta say. I mean, I really understand the struggle for making a video game, but it is a product at the end. If you're asking for money, you've got to deliver on that product. I can understand there's going to be some flaws and some issues and things like that, but I can't really forgive like lies, you know, that are not attempted to address. I mean, like, everybody knows all the lies and stuff around No Man's Sky, but now they've, you know, over 2 years, which is ridiculous, they've now addressed most of them. Better late is better than never, but at the same time, if they were caught, you know, fudging reviews online, they definitely have an earful for sure. Okay, I got some parts again, I guess. What's up, Sergeant Kraz? That's it. I thought the lieutenant would send me at least 5 soldiers. I won't insist that I'm worth 10 men. Be great if you came for at least one of them. You see, we have a sergeant nods toward the soldier lying on the ground. What's the plan, Sergeant? He says he'll deal with this guy in the meantime. Oh god. Tunnels and mines. This reminds me of a Frost mod for Fallout 4. This is going to be terrible. Oof. Alright. Okay. This is Frost mod all over again. Where did I leave off of? These jumpy noises, man, they always get me. I should never do a horror game on stream. Yeah, I know, exactly. Alright, so I see that mine there. Mine, demine. Oh. Find the hidden spot on the circle by turning the slider with the mouse and clicking. The closer the frequency of the display is. I'm liking all these mini games. They're a little, it's different, but I'm a fan of lots of mini games. Okay. I'm not detecting anything. I don't mean to save scum, I just don't know what I'm doing. Space Detroit Simulator, exactly. Alright, somebody heading out. Alright, thanks for swinging by, Shalashka. I'll see you later. Somebody will learn how to pronounce your name. I didn't sign up for another Fallout Frost mod. Okay. Oh. Oh. No. What am I doing? I don't understand. This is basically just Detroit today. Alright, let me read this description again so I understand it. Find a hidden spot on the circle by turning the slider with the mouse and clicking. The closer the frequency of the display waves, the closer the target spot. Okay, so I need to find something really close. Okay. So every click... Oh, I barely did that. Okay, so every click takes away from the maximum, so you gotta be fast. Okay. Alright, I get it now. After all, my limbs are gone. Alright, I'm gonna save after every mine, I don't care. Call me a safe scummer, I don't care. Okay, is there more mines? Yep, there's another mine right, like 5 feet from it. Alright, at least I understand better now. Oh, that's pretty close. Oh, that's pretty close. Yeah, there we go. I'm a natural. I don't know if there's a quick save. That's a good question. I gotta admit that I almost never use quick saves. I'm such a plebe that way. Pleb. I don't see a quick save. Not here, at least, yeah. At least that you save wherever. What's this? Sluice. Ooh, computers 4. Ooh, that one was kind of hidden. Here we go again. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt pretty bad. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so many games are made for consoles now, so quick save or even save anywhere is kind of a dead thing for a lot of games. Yeah, it doesn't seem to work on this game. This is definitely giving me Fallout vibes in terms of soundtrack, though. No. So close. Okay. Did it. There's just so many mines here. I'm just going to save after each one of them because I don't want to die. At least I don't have limb damage, at least. I think that's I don't think that's a thing in this game. Let's hope not. Yeah, quick saves used to be a staple in every PC game, but... Oh, God. Oh, really close. Nice. Excuse me. But... now, just consoles kind of taking over. So, you don't really want to dedicate an entire button for quick saving on a controller. That doesn't really make any sense. $22.34. Oh, is the super chat didn't go through? That's too bad, you honey. Well, I appreciate the thought. If it works sometime, I appreciate the donation. Unfortunately, I have a weird resolution set up, so I can't really see the donations that go through Streamlabs very well. I see it pop up, but I can't really read it, unfortunately, so apologize for those ones. Alright, I should try to save again, just in case I step on a mine and have another minor heart attack. Like that. Oh, 22, 35, 22. Yeah. Ah, don't play this game if you hate jump scares. Jump. Yeah, it is very similar to the kind of granular industrial style. There it is. I didn't see that one. Nope. We're close. There we go. Oh, that was perfect. I love the kind of squeal, the metallic squeal that these soundtracks gonna have. Can't believe I'm save scumming online. This is really embarrassing. I'm sure anyone else would probably do the same, though. This is a lot of mines. Oh, God, that's way off. Oh, no. There we go. F, to pay respects, exactly. There's another mine, I see it. I guess I could walk around them, but I don't know what their proximity range is. Oh, so close. There we go. Exactly. It wouldn't be a full game without save scumming. That's one thing that with the like binary skill gate thing kind of solved, is the inability to save scum, but still. There's some I like the randomity factor in skill chances, but I can understand trying to avoid that. From what I saw, the Juhani, I thought that the Doom Eternal gameplay looked great. My very first video essay was about Doom 2016 and the history of Doom. Granted, it's pretty terrible, but I had a lot to learn. But yeah, honestly, I think that should be pretty fun, pretty good. Ooh, I think we might have some combat up here, boys. Let me just save scum a little bit more since we've already been doing that. Okay, I've got cartridges. This guy looks like he looks like a charmer. This is some weird weird geometry right here. Okay. Okay. Okay, weapon is jammed. Mortally challenged, yeah. Some people got really offended by that. I don't know. It's a stupid joke. Is that an explosive? No. This guy's not really shooting at me. I guess because I'm adequately behind this. Oops. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit too far behind this thing. Alright. When in doubt, hide behind metal things. We not directly discussed it. Oh, there's somebody back there. This fried meat definitely reminds me of the iguana on a stick. I'm sure that was probably intentional. I can assume, at least. We haven't directly discussed doing any collaboration. I'd be down for it. We've bantered back and forth on Twitter, and I even asked him before I did the Julian LeFay interview if he had any questions for him, since it was kind of a once in a blue moon opportunity for that. Is he angry with me? He doesn't necessarily seem so. He seems like he's activated in combat, but I don't want to kill him necessarily. Explosive charge. You hear a stifled cough. The getter offers you his shaking hand. Hey, don't. I'm here by mistake. Don't shoot. You see how it sounds, don't you? Listen, there's something more important now. Don't touch the explosives, okay? These are not the usual makeshift mines. You only have one attempt, and if you fail, you'll blow the entire roadblock. Oh yes, I see it. You surely did your best. Yeah, that's a lot of bombs. Okay. He's probably correct in that assessment. It's 9mm. Surprised I don't have a take all button. That seems like kind of an obvious thing to have. Ooh, lockpicks. Yeah, it would be kind of cool to do some sort of stream with, there's a few guys I've kind of rubbed elbows with, briefly rubbed elbows with, like, Reesevic on Twitter a few times. We share each other's posts and stuff like that. Done some banter back and forth, and, what's his name? Razor Fist. Cited my video in one of his videos, which is pretty cool. And L. Hudson and I did a podcast once. We actually did another podcast that we recorded most of it, but we end up killing it because it was too late. It was the E3 podcast. Probably do another one of that. Might have another guest on there as well if that pans out. We'll see. Oh, I totally walked over a mine and didn't blow up. That was risky. and been chatting a lot with Zarek Zaharin, Zarek Zaharin, or something like that. That's how you say it. He's pretty cool. He likes Daggerfall and Elder Scrolls a lot, and he's a lore beard, so a lot more into the story and stuff than I am, but interesting guy to talk to. Very, very knowledgeable about games. Might do something at some point with him. It's pretty cool talking with these guys. It's enlightening. Reminds me of I started playing just a little bit of Octopath Traveler, and they have healing grapes in that game. It was kind of an odd name for that. It's like, oh, I'm hurt. Here, take a healing grape. Yeah, I'm not liking. Yeah, I'm not liking these invisible walls. That's kind of janky. Yeah, look at that. No, not very happy about that. But here it's. Why would they have invisible walls there but not here? That's very weird. Yeah, there's a lot of mines here. A lot of big bombs. Wonder what this is for. Obviously, do not have the skill to dismantle it right now. Why is that? It's so weird that it has like a weird invisible wall right there. Yeah, it's a little bit. Definitely has some hiccups, but so far I'm liking the style of this game a lot. Actually, it feels more narrow, but oh crap! No. Come at me, bro. Okay, melee is not so bad. Very simple, but okay, guys. I gotta concentrate for this fight here. Nope. Hey, thanks for swinging by the stream, Pop210. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, it's probably not too far from the truth. You know, Americans and Russians and their World War III's. Yeah, it's like a bit jank at times. It's got some issues, but I honestly I'm kind of digging the style. It definitely, if this game opens up a lot, it has really strong Fallout vibes. My concern right now is the how narrow it's been so far. It's been fairly narrow and hasn't really opened up as much as I'd like it to. So hopefully it becomes a lot more freeform, so you can kind of just go on and explore and stuff. I'm hoping that happens. Oh crap! It's not paused. It's not paused when I have the inventory open. Okay. Oops. Maybe I should stand up for that. It almost seems turn-based in a weird way. It seems like real-time turn-based. It's kind of strange. But yeah, I can definitely see the influence of Fallout in this game. I was kind of half guessing when I was describing the game in the description, but I was pretty much spot on. There's a little bit of BioShock visuals. Definitely some Fallout influence. Yeah, I'm digging this. It seems pretty cool. This guy is just... What are all these bombs? Why are there so many bombs here? I don't see any mines, hopefully. Pretty sure he had more than gunpowder on him, but okay. Hey, guy. What's up? Circuit board. A lot of items. I'm actually probably going to get pretty over-encumbered here pretty soon. Immortal Unchained. A third-person shooter that is like an amalgamation of Destiny and 2 Human. That sounds pretty cool. I can't tell you how much I really wanted to like 2 Human back in the day. I bought it, I think, twice, and I really wanted to like it, but I just had too deep of flaws. The game had an interesting idea, but like production-wise, like development-wise, it was a disaster. It took, I think, 10 years to make. Like, to put it in perspective, it was supposed to be a PS1 game. It came out on the Xbox 360. That's just, like, that shouldn't even been released. That should have been canceled like 5 years before. But, hey, welcome back, Chaotic. How's it going? Yeah, it should have been canceled, 2 Human, but somehow it got made, and it's really disappointing because as much of a tool Dennis Dyack has made himself out to be, they did make some great... Oh! They made some great games back in the day. Oh, come on. It's very deliberate movements in this combat. Very odd. Ooh, cutlass. It's probably better than my hammer. Alright, alright. What is my hammer? Hammer is 18 to 22. Cutlass is 18 to 22. Crit chance. What is that? Why is it in Russian? What is going on? Yeah, I wanted to get a copy. You can't buy the game digitally at all. I wanted to get a copy of it and do like a retrospective on how it could have been great, but it kind of sucked in the end. There was just some really like... It almost... It suffered from some problems, kind of like the sequel to Lords of Shadow did. Where like some of the decisions were so baffling that you wonder if they ever play tested the game at all. Like the 30 to 40 second death animations. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Clearly, people died during beta design testing, so why was that okay? You know, like you'd think that'd be absolutely drive people up the wall having to wait that long after they died. What if that's explosive? Let me try it. Yep, that's explosive. Ooh, nice. But those barrels are explosive too. Ungem that gun. Oh, he's still alive. Okay. Oh, yeah, Windows Update's been really bad. It's slightly better recently, but yeah, I hear you. I hate when it just interrupts whatever you're doing just to update. It's explosive. Come on, explode. It's in the way. Yeah, I have to get closer, I bet. Oh, is he? He's behind the walls now. Come on. That's super annoying if I can't get to that corpse because he fell in a weird way. Because I can't actually jump. That's annoying. Give me your stuff. Yeah, they need to fix that. If things can ragdoll over objects and you can't grab them, that's an issue. Ooh, all right. Well, this guy's... I really want his item. Probably doesn't have anything good, but... don't even know if this is stealth mode, but I'm assuming... Oh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, major. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not happening. Where was my save? Oh, I saved twice. Oh, they sorted by recency. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, I should probably try to track down a copy. I got a capture card for my birthday, so I should use that on a game like that. That'd be cool. Also want to play some... Anybody ever played that one game... I completely forgot the name of it now. It was a JRPG for the 360 and PS3. Resonance of Fate. I got a copy of that game. I want to cover that sometime as well. Very interesting game. Oh, maybe I should run over there. Seems like I was stun locking him. If that's the case, then melee combat seems to be boss. If you can just stun lock people, you may need to address that. Yeah, it's too bad none of their items are actually equipable. They just have basic parts. Alright, I'm gonna blow that up. Kaboom! How do you like that? Still alive? Is he alive? No, he did. Yeah, I don't know. Alan Wake was fun. Definitely not worth... I was very overhyped for that game. Its engine was amazing. I just think that what they actually did with the game was a bit, like, underwhelming. They worked on the engine and like the atmosphere and the world and stuff so much, but they ended up just making it kind of a basic shooter with a couple extra little bits of flair. Like, they put so much... Remedy puts so much work into their games, but they end up making like the most... their last couple of games have been like the most mundane possible execution of what they've created. Like, I know that there's a really, really interesting engine and physics and stuff behind Alan Wake, but they made it like the most boring scenario within those constraints. It's very weird. Similar thing with Quantum Break, and I'm assuming... okay, well, at least I know I don't have heart trouble because I'm not dead yet. Oh, was it by the Star Ocean team? Yeah, the battle system was really weird. It was like programming half real time. Like, you would set your course and then like you'd like run that way, then you could jump and like do shoot guns and stuff like that. It was very, very interesting. A weird hybrid system. Where to look here? That I don't think I can jump across that. I don't know if my hunger meter is working yet. It doesn't seem... Maybe I have that turned off. Maybe that's why. Auto reload, captions, display damage. Language, English. I didn't know these guys were comedians. Don't mean to make fun of them. I just... some of that Russian was just kind of amusing. Alright, Gon, I'll see you later. To catch you on the archive as usual. Yeah, Resonance of Fate had a really interesting, some interesting systems. Like, it had some cool overworld map mechanics and combat, and really nice costume design too. I was impressed with that. So what am I supposed to do here? It's another explosive. Oh, a wrench. I really like the 3D renders of these items here. That's really cool. It reminds me of the HD Fallout items. Might just be nostalgia kicking in, but it does remind me of that. In Soviet Russia, everything's you. Exactly. Oh. What? Oh, this. I was trying to demine the mine. I at least know how to do this. Roughly. Ooh. Oh, so close. There we go. Alright, we got the mines down. Mostly. As long as I don't step on them. I never got into the Star Ocean games, but I heard good things about them. It's too bad they got generic JRPG. I think too many series did that. System hacking. Find pairs of identical keys. Open them by left-clicking on the mouse. So this is memory, basically. Food, Kof. Nope. Kof. Food. Ooh, first try. Nice. I'm personally a fan. I love a variety of hacking minigames. I know some people detest it, but I personally love that. So I'm okay with all these different little things. That keeps it interesting, personally. Yeah, there's been a lot of our JRPG series that have evolved over time. These guys hostile? I sure hope not. Oh, there's another mine here. A UA card. Nice. Universal access cards. Probably like a get out of jail free hack, I'm guessing. Never save too often. Are there any game mechanics that you think are underutilized, underrated? Off the top of my head, I think multiple paths are highly underdone. I am enjoying the stream translated from Russian. Thanks, Jason. I really appreciate the donation, man. Thanks so much. Sorry, I have this resolution thing is weird, so I have a little tiny window, so I had to resize you to be able to see your message. Thanks so much for your donation, Jason. Really appreciate it. Underutilized. I really think the Deus Ex / Prey level design, where you are able to complete a level in many different ways. I think that's something that every game could utilize more. Because I think that having choice without it being just a binary, A or B button, I think that makes a game a lot more engaging. It doesn't necessarily have to be in that immersive sim genre. It could be in any game, really. As far as specific mechanics, oh, hang on, let me just talk to this guy here real quick. Hey, one more step, and I'll blow up the roadblock. The young man is still clutching the detonator tightly in his hand. He is trembling violently, and his voice sounds muffled, as if his mouth was full of dirt or something. Put that thing on the floor, hands behind your head, now. Raise his hands. You see everything's fine. Now tell me what's going on here. So should I play it tough with this guy, or should I play his little game? Should I threaten him, or play his game? I'll play his game, maybe. Yeah, investigation is definitely exposed and underutilized. I actually I have a burning idea for a detective game that I really want to make, but I've started so many games and finished so few of them that I know how much time it's going to take. On top of a full-time job and a channel, it'd be a tough one to do, but I do want to make it sometime. Okay. So I raised my hands even though my character didn't raise his hands. He hasn't made up his mind what to do next. What's your name? Well, I already know his game's Gaver. They call me Gaver. Listen, Gaver, we can work it out, but only together. The young man smiles nervously. His voice sounds more confident. I heard your staff's discussions. The garrison is ready to shoot at the rally. Unless I blow up the entire roadblock, there'll be a bloodbath. There'll be a bloodbath up top. So how would blowing everybody up save the people up top? I don't know how that works, but do what you want, scumbag. If you blow up the roadblock, will you be any different from those who give such orders? Yeah, that's my logic exactly. There you go. You don't understand. People's wrath. Those people, they helped me. They took me from Area B27, the most hopeless place in the closed radius. I want to show my gratitude. So, option 1 is if you do this, heavy units will immediately be dispatched to B27. They will kill everyone you know. Or put your hand to the weapons belt. Okay, let's finish it. Give me the detonator. Okay. So I could do force, or I could pretend to be his friend. I don't know if it's going to be that stupid. He does seem kind of stupid. Maybe I could be his, say, like... Maybe he will give me the detonator and I'm going to shoot him or something. Or, okay. You know what urbanites have always failed to comprehend? That there are quite a few of us in these slums ready to give up our lives. Even for some semblance of an idea. Fitfully gasping for air, Gaver screws up his eyes and hits the detonator button. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I'd like to see if there's other ways that... I'm curious to how open these conversations are. If it is really always supposed to blow up, or if it could go down some other way. Unfortunately, I don't really have a very good any skills. Like there's probably some other class that has a better thing than this guy does. Okay. So tell me what's going on here. What's your name? Rolling together. We blow up the roadblocks. Okay. So if you do this, heavy units will be immediately dispatched to B27. They will kill everyone you know. Damn it, I don't get it. Grasping for air convulsively, Gaver slowly removes his thumb from the detonator. The metal cylinder falls on the floor with a desperate ding. Slowly removes his thumb from the detonator. The metal cylinder falls on the floor with a desperate ding. Oh, it was just that choice. Okay, so by just threatening his family, he gives up. Alright. Hopefully somebody grabbed the detonator. He wasn't such a bad guy after all. Just confused, I guess. Poor little confused terrorist. Stormtrooper, soldier. Yeah, why didn't I get a cool helmet? I was promised a helmet. It's kind of weird. Container open. Okay, so they do have definitely... I don't know what it would have happened if that whole place exploded. I'm assuming something pretty bad. So they do have different choices here. So it's not... completely linear, at least. That's good. I'm curious to see what the aftermath would have been if he had blown up the whole block, though. Yeah, social stealth would be cool, like social engineering or whatever. That'd be a really cool game, actually, where you had to, like, infiltrate some sort of organization. That'd be pretty interesting. You know, I really want to make a detective game, kind of like basically a Blade Runner simulator. Very similar concept to that, but with a focus on the actual investigation. So you'd be like lifting fingerprints and, you know, tracing bullet trajectories and things like looking at blood splatters and picking up evidence like scratches on the walls and stuff like that. That'd be a really interesting idea. And not to give too much away, but if I ever do make this game, but the really cool concept that'd be really, really, really interesting, if I could pull it off, would be you could play a detective, but you could also play a criminal, and so you'd have a scenario where you try to commit a crime as efficiently as possible, and then once you commit the crime, you could upload the forensics of that crime online, and then somebody else could then solve that crime. It wouldn't be multiplayer, but you'd upload all the forensic data of your crime would be uploaded, and then somebody else could actually solve your crime. I think that'd be really, really interesting if I did it well, at least. It's all possible. It just require a lot of playtesting, I think. Oh shit. I guess that riot's over. Damn. Yeah. These people aren't really, don't really pull their punches, do they? I feel bad where I'm like, the first thing I do is like, look at the bloodshed. Hey, do they have any loot? But hey, do they have any loot? I mean, what's done is done. They don't need any more. That'd be kind of a cool idea in a game if they actually reacted to things like this, where it's like, you just start looting bodies and they kind of judge you on that. It's kind of funny. So many random little pieces of stuff. I need to sell all this stuff. Yep. Everybody dead. Oh, I'm overloaded. Oh, no. Oh, he has a fork. What if it was that hobo I saw back there? He finally gained a second item. No, it's not. A chocolate bar. I have so many things I need to sell right after this. I probably can't run. I can. Weirdly, I can run while I'm overloaded. That's kind of odd. I just need to sell everything. Normally, you either can't move at all or you can't run when you're overloaded, but this game doesn't seem to really give a damn if you're overloaded or not. Bath day soap? No, it'd be cool if there was I don't think there's a codex or lore section in this game. It'd be cool if there was. I could look. I mean, there's a log. No, that's just for quests and stuff. I don't see any codex yet, at least. Yeah, yeah, it wouldn't be for everything. Like, if you just kill a bunch of people, then looting them would be totally understandable, but, ooh, a mallet. I could use that. But yeah, if you just, like, in this kind of case, I don't know, like, if you just randomly start looting somebody who just got murdered, you know, other than you, people might kind of look down on you, or you might lose some reputation or something. That'd be kind of an interesting idea. I'm always thinking of little bits of immersion like that. Whatever that is, I'm taking it. Is it a letter? No. I don't know what I learned. They should definitely fix that pop-up so you know what you just learned from books. Some broth. Well, there's a lot of dead people here, and a lot less mouths to feed, I guess. That's something to look forward to, I suppose. Pretty brutal. I think I've looted everybody. Yeah, it would have to be... It's going to be kind of like a systemic feature, so you'd have to kind of... there'd be modifiers for different cases and stuff like that, like looting a friend or whatever would be kind of a big deal. Yeah, you're right. Really want one of these guys' machine guns. Those are awesome looking. Unidor, Sergeant Krez told me about what happened in the tunnels. You've showed your worth. I will be sure to report back to Captain Rebel about your good service. Who are those radicals? We encountered them not long ago, near Area B-27. They call themselves People's Wrath. I should have expected that people like them would make use of the riots to prepare the terrorist attack. Well, it happened before, it'll happen again. You opened fire on peaceful marchers? The situation started to get ugly. Unfortunately, the time for showing lenience to getters was over. You probably can't tell from my appearance, but I don't like shooting people. Come on, stop whining. Go and see Quartermaster Merrick. He's got something for you. Then get back to the situation. We remember the dead sky. We remember. Okay, well, we can see that these people are a bit tyrannical, and that they just murder people willy-nilly. That's not so nice. So I'm assuming that there's definitely a turn for the story, which we can probably choose sides. That's my best guess, at least. But more importantly, I've got loot to sell. So let's do that real quick. They were killed by a lot of damage. That's exactly right. Our number one suspect is, oh god, what is his name? John, something like that. I forget his name. The Flex Steel guy. Lieutenant Yarva sent me to pick up my reward. 500? Okay. Alright. So he's got a lot of stuff. Ooh, helmet. And padded armor and stuff. Strapping my helmet. That'd be good, actually. Ooh, a shotgun. And a freaking sword. And the MG200. Wait, is that the ammo I have? I have that ammo. White Knight Chronicles or sequels? No, I didn't. I don't think I did play those, no. Phil Swift. Assault Mask. That is awesome. How much does that cost? I love the renders in this game. Reminds me of like old school, like Fallout, Diablo, Arcanum even, like the 3D renders. It's a great way to handle, I mean, I guess they do have to make the 3D models for the actual equipment as well, but it's a great way to handle objects because they just have to render one shot. It's pretty cool. I've done this kind of graphics before. It takes some work, but once you render like that one angle and add some effects to it, it's a lot less work than doing a full 3D. Oh, that's the gun I need. 10mm. Okay. That is exactly the Fallout revolver. I don't know if I can really show it on camera, but that revolver is totally the Fallout revolver. Actually, it's kind of the Blade Runner revolver too, now that I think about it. I need that though. I don't think I have 10mm though. Do I? 18mm, 7mm, 18. 7, 18, 7, 9. Yeah, ammo would be a problem, but that gun is awesome. Okay, so SMG, oof. I do want this gun though. How much is it? That's a lot. How much is assault mask? It's even more. Damn. So much money. Yeah, Decker's gun, exactly. Gun's so cool. So I don't have 10mm ammo, unfortunately, but I do want that gun. I guess I can just sell a bunch of random stuff. I've already used these books. Does not sell for anything? Oh, that's like nothing. Yeah. Pipe. Teacup. Flask of water. Some of the stuff... I don't think the hunger system's working yet. I should get some, get some 10mm somewhere. I don't see it, though. Shouldn't probably sell all my parts like I did last time. Old coin. So much stuff to sell. Yeah, there's a you see in some of these things they have thirst and hunger, but my thirst and hunger meter is 0. I looked at my character stats, so I'm wondering if that's turned off or what the deal is for this, because it's not working yet. I see after you read a book that doesn't cost anything. Interesting. Supposed to charge. That's a bit of money. Okay, still have a few more things to sell. So much to sell, a lot more. Circuit board. So much things to sell. Oh, the booze goes for a bit though. Yeah, I do like the look of Arcanum. It looks amazing. I wish the combat was a bit better though. The combat is pretty rough in the Arcanum. It just doesn't have much feedback. I think that was the problem. Like, I personally still like the old Fallout combat. Arcanum is conceptually similar, but a very different execution. The animations are weaker. The sound effects are weaker. Do I even want that revolver now? I'm kind of like second guessing myself now. I don't even have ammo for it. Which is this machine gun for? Oh my god, okay, the machine gun itself is like 12,000. Oof. Yeah, I'm not going to buy that. Do you have 10mm? 18.5. Yeah, they're not even selling 10mm, so maybe I shouldn't grab this just yet. 18. Oh, I have 18.5mm. Maybe I could get the shotgun instead. Probably expensive though. I'm sure there's like an automatic sort for this. I agree. Arcanum definitely should have stuck with simply turn-based. The other combat is just a mess. That's 4,000. Which is that? That's about 3,000. I can see micromanaging for money in this game is going to be kind of a pain already. Or maybe I'm just being bad, but... shotgun is about 5,000. It's a little more expensive than that, but I do have ammo for the shotgun. I love the idea of the revolver, but they don't have any ammo for that, so it's going to be a bit of a pain. It's cool that they have like shields and swords though, so you can actually become like a melee brawler kind of guy. I should probably buy the shotgun though if I'm going to buy anything. Hey, VC Donovan, how's it going? Kind of arrived late on the stream. Probably going to end off fairly soon, but you can watch me mess around with the inventory a bit, I guess. Just admiring how similar the inventory is to games like Fallout and such. But it's just like I'm having to sell so many items just to get a little bit of just to be able to get this gun I want. Shotgun. There's got to be other stuff that I can sell here. Oh wait, why is my... Okay, what else did I put in my inventory? Oh, I have both guns in there. Whoopsie. And I already checked like 3 or 4 times, but they did not have 10mm, right? A tactical turtleneck, that's awesome. Yeah, it's weird that they don't have ammo for that. Pilot's helmet, how much is that? 3,000. Yeah, just a lot of, you know, I just got back from work and stuff like that, so not a whole lot of, what do you call it, time to do these kind of things. Grenade. Weapon parts. I want to give up all my parts, but I also want this gun, so... It's wax. Oh, it's a drug, okay. It's kind of like jet, I guess. So much gunpowder. I could sell all that gunpowder and break even. Probably not the best idea, but I kind of want the gun, so... Well, it seems like the economy definitely doesn't do you any favors, so... Is there a sort or something? A kind of sort button would be nice. Okay, so I've got that many. 18. Okay, so those are standard. Some of these don't stack, so it doesn't automatically stack your items even. That could be improved, I think. So I have a shotgun. I do need some armor, but I don't think I have enough to buy armor at this point. It doesn't even stack your money. Where's my stack of 500? Yeah, okay, so I have a little bit of money, so I could probably try to buy some armor if I have other things I can part with. Yeah, I know it's driving me crazy too, but there's no auto sort or auto stack button, which would make this a lot easier. I'm seeing loot and inventory management as a potential problem for this game unless they have some buttons that could do sorting. And even Arcanum had that, I believe. It had a button that could like stack everything nicely. But yeah, it's just kind of a mess right now. How much was the pilot's helmet? That was like $3 grand. Oh, it's going to be a pain to buy. I don't have that much. Definitely some things I'd like to buy down the road, but really expensive. I do want that mask though. Oh, I really want that mask. Is there anything else I can sell? How much do these things go for? Since hunger's not really a thing, I could probably get rid of some of this stuff. Medicine. Oof. I don't have a laser gun yet, so that's not really... Watch me need all this stuff soon. This stuff sold for a lot. I'm going all in on this stuff. Yeah, select all items or something like that. Probably gonna need all this stuff. Ugh. Probably gonna hate myself. That doesn't sell very much. Fragmentation grenade, probably need that. So far, thirst has not been a thing. Get rid of the hammer. I need another 1,000. I do have some money. Not that much, though. So much stuff. I know this is not super exciting, but I'm trying to get the... Okay, I'm really close now. Really close. Sell a couple of grenades, or... Don't want to get rid of all this stuff. But I can get rid of the drugs, I guess. Okay, really close. Okay, that's healing. I should keep that. See, my grenades are split up. It's so weird. Bullets, burgers. I don't know if I can use the pliers. I can sell one of the grenades. Oh, I'm so close. I can taste it here. Probably gonna regret all this sales, but whatever. So I basically sold my soul for for a mask and a shotgun. Hopefully it's worth it. Yeah, I don't recommend going too high resolution with Arcanum because otherwise everything is so small. But yeah, they need some sort of automatic sorting button here. But ooh, there we go. Got my mask. And that's better than my club. And then I also can get a shotgun here. It's a good backup weapon. Okay, cool. So let me save all this stuff I did so I don't have to redo it all. Yeah, I don't remember bartering being quite as slow in Old Fallout. I mean, there was definitely some like back and forth and stuff like that, but I think the difference is that the inventory system automatically stacked things, for one, in the old school Fallout, and also you didn't, you got fewer items, but they're worth more. Here you have more items that are worth less, so it takes more time. So that's something that could be adjusted. But, yeah, now I look like a character from, what was that game? Army of Two. There you go. Yeah, I totally look like a character from Army of Two. That is pretty cool. So I realized that there was one thing that this game does, which I mentioned was a pet peeve of mine, which it has non-combat areas, which is kind of disappointing. But otherwise, despite some pretty frequent hiccups, performance, language, a couple other things, this game has a lot of potential. It looks pretty good. It plays pretty well. The camera and the controls are a little bit weird, and the melee combat may be kind of horribly broken. I'm not sure. I haven't played enough of it yet, but yeah, otherwise it seems pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how this game goes. I'm wondering if they're planning on doing early access. I have to look at that, but this game seems like it has a lot more to fix. Unless this is just a really old build. It's possible that they released this as like their, month or two old public build. I doubt it, but it's possible. But, I mean, best of luck to the developers. I hope that they improve this. Again, I'm not being paid by them or anything like that. I hope they improve it, and it seems right up my alley. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. I just hope that they actually fix it to a point where it's a truly good game and not something that's like almost good, But yeah, it's very raw. Good point. Do they even not have a... Oh, it's battle skills, I guess. Light weapon, rifles, shotguns. Oh, it's a different stat. That's unfortunate. But... Pyromancer? What the hell is that? Oh, you do damage, fire, damage, fire, and defense fire. Random. Okay. Some random little points here. Ooh, achievements. Sonic damage. I can't read these. Achievements, sonic damage. I'm not sure what all this does. They don't really explain their systems as well as they could, which is possibly partly due to localization, but I mean, there's not even a Russian pop-up for these, so they could improve the UI a bit. The one thing I noticed is that quite often the UI is right up against the edge of the screen, so I'm in windowed mode, so I'm actually having some things getting cut off. They should have a setting for, screen space setting. But otherwise, like polish and obviously being able to read it in English language, they definitely have a really good start here. I just wish they would fix things up and make them better. But yeah, I like where this is going. I would like to see this improve and go further. So yeah, I'm really excited about seeing where this is going. I would recommend checking it out on Steam, and I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't pre-order it, but I would definitely keep an eye on it. Maybe it'll be really good on release. My best guess is it'll probably have some of these issues on release, and hopefully the developer is smart enough to, or persistent enough to patch them and continue to increase good faith with their fan base, because this game definitely needs some fixing up. But I really like the direction it's going, and I've been thoroughly entertained these last few hours. So that's my impressions, at least. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. This is kind of just a spur of the moment. I got this key a couple weeks ago, but I was so I was knee deep in editing, so I couldn't really pay attention to it. But hopefully, you found this is interesting. And yeah, exactly, Johanny. I like this. Please make it suck less. Anyway, I hope you guys had an interesting time. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Golden Phoenix, Donovan. I'm sorry you arrived kind of late, but I'm going to put this stream up on my second channel. Hopefully it renders better. Hopefully it uploads to 1080p this time. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. Until next time.